If you want shadows, just go to the Scene tab, crank these up to max, and make sure the light source you're using has shadows enabled. I don't know why, but a very low bias works well. And if you want contact shadows, go for it, I guess. You can disable the shadow casting property of a material by changing it in the material settings. If you are having trouble importing and had to remove an accessory, you can get the accessory back with SP3U. Let's say this ribbon choker was giving me issues and I just had to get rid of it. You can get accessories from the base game in these files that start with an AO. So I'm going to open up the AO neck file with SP3U, double click on the ribbon choker, click on the mesh tab, and then click on the mesh file. This is it. So I can hit export to get the FBX file, and then import the FBX file into Blender using the import menu. After positioning it and parenting it to the neck bone, I can shade it like normal. If you're going to be using this model for animation, you're probably going to want it to function in real time. First, you'll want to make a simple animation. Moving one bone is enough for this. If your FPS is low when you let it play, try these 3 things. Using outlines or the data transfer modifier in real time is not fun in my experience, so make sure those are turned off for real-time viewing in the modifiers tab. If your FPS is kinda sorta close to your target frame rate, you can try making low poly versions of accessories, clothes, and hair. You can see how many faces an object has on the bottom when you're in edit mode, so if it seems high, that object might be bogging down your performance. You can make low poly versions of objects by selecting the object and then duplicating it by pressing Shift D. Turn on these 2 filters on the top right so you can access them. Now rename the duplicated object and set it up like so. Choose the low poly object and add a decimate modifier. This piece of hair has a lot of faces, so I'm going to turn it down to 0.2. In order to apply the modifier, you need to delete all the shape keys. Apply the decimate modifier and you're done. Now the high poly hair will only show when you're rendering. As a last resort, you can actually just re-enable the shadowcast collection and use the shadowcast object. Swap the shadowcast material for the shadowcast template, give it an outline, and it's good to go. This method falls flat when animating facial expressions, though.